folks, welcome back to another edition of Action Figure Imagery. Today we're looking at the BatMan66 toy line, McFarlane toy line figure known as, excuse my clumsiness, figure known as Lord Deathman. I'm not familiar with this character. As previously mentioned in my toy haul video. I'm sure he's a villain. I would have to do a Wikipedia profile on him to see. I'm pretty sure he's a villain. I don't remember seeing him in the 66 toy line. But you see the side, it looks like he only comes with one accessory. That's a sword, and he has a cape, if you consider the cape accessories. It doesn't look like he comes with any punching accessories. So there you have it. There's Lord Deathman. I'm not sure why McFarlane Toys do not put characters' names on the front of the packaging. This is the first toy line that I ever see do something like that. Have a figure's name on the back of the packaging instead. So now you see the packaging. Now let's have a look at Lord Deathman. And make sure that's his name again. It's a new character to me. That's right. That's his name. Let's have a look at him outside of the packaging. Okay, folks, here we have Lord Deathman out of the packaging. And there he is right there. There's one accessory that's sort of his. And let's have a closer look at him. Skull. A lot of skull face villains. Around Skeletor, Scareglow. You'll see those guys in the slideshow in comparison to this guy. Other guys with skull faces, such as Red Skull of Marvel. As you see, his outfit is basically a skeleton, kind of like those skeleton Halloween costumes you've seen in the past, with the skeleton on the outside, and the bones, arm bones, and leg bones, and the rib cage, and the black background, like an old Halloween costume. Those old Halloween costumes from the past they used to make like that. And there's a skull face. However, the skull face doesn't really look like an actual skeleton face. It kind of, but see where the teeth is at. There's little gaps in the teeth. It's almost reminiscent of that villain for Marvel, known as the Taskmaster. I'm sure many of you are familiar with him. One of his masks is kind of like that, with the skull face and the black dots for the eyes. Look like he has somewhat of a frown if you look real closely on his face. But it comes with a cool cape right here, a cool cloth cape, by the way. As far as articulation, let's go over that. Let me put his sword down for a moment. It's just a regular plain sword, nothing special about it, but we'll look at it real quick. Doesn't have any special designs on it or anything of that nature. You'll see more of it in the slideshow. Looks more like a katana sword. I'm not sure what kind of sword it is, but kind of looks like a katana sword. But on to the figure's articulation. The head, not good upward head movement at all. They barely move up at all, but can move down a little bit like that. And of course, side to side head movement. These McFarlane Batman figures never have that much articulation anyway. Pretty cool though. And as for arm articulation, you can move it out to the side like that. You can kind of rotate it a little bit. Well, maybe not. But you can bend it at the elbow, swivel at the wrist. There is no ab crunch, but you can twist them at their waist, twist them at the waist. Going down, you have articulation right here, like that. There's no thigh swivel, but you can do that. No outward leg movement neither. The next point of articulation is at the kneecap, right there. And as for the next articulation, down here at the feet, you can twist right here at the kneecap also. You can bend the kneecap and you can twist it around. But when you get further on down to the foot, the ankle, there is no articulation down there. Okay, pretty basic figure. Pretty cool figure too. Thing that I like about him is his sword and his cape. to come with him. The outfit is okay also. Stands pretty well when you can get him on a right stance. See if I can make him stand without falling. I need to, there we go. I need to get me another floor base, because I'm using styrofoam. It's kind of like a styrofoam cardboard like for the floor. I might need to use something more steady. But anyway, he's standing pretty well right now, so let's move on to the slideshow. Okay, folks, here we see Lord Deathman in his packaging, BatMan66 packaging. Far away, looks like almost resembles a regular skeleton a little bit with a cape on. There's a right side view of the figure. And then the left side view of the figure, you can clearly see his profile a little bit better on the left side, it seems. To me, at least to me it does. And then you turn to the back. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about the blurry picture, but that's all you get. As you can see, you know, the sword and the figure itself. But I apologize for the blurry looking figure. My bad. Not blurry figure, blurry photograph. Sorry for the bad photograph earlier. And there he is in all his glory with his sword and his cape. I guess you could say he has two accessories instead of one. If you just count the sword, it's one accessory. But if you count the sword and the cape, that's two accessories. Which, by the way, I haven't took his cape off, removed it to see how his cape appears on other figures. I don't want to do that because I was a little bit nervous about once I try to put the cape back on him, that it might not look as good. I might mess something up. So I was a little worried about that, so I just left it on there. But I'm sure you can just remove it. It looked like you just pull it up above his head, though. And if you want to put it on another character, another action figure rather, you can. Maybe like on an old Skeletor figure. It looked like he's right at 6 inches tall. I thought he was below 6 inches, but it's like he's right there at it. He might can fit in with some shorter Marvel Legend figures. He can at that height with 6 inches. And there you see his sword up close. And there he is. I thought I took double figures up. I apologize for that. There's the back of the card right there. You see Catwoman, Joker, Batman, Robin, and Batgirl on the back along with the Batmobile. And you see Lord Deathman's name right there. Now here's one that's going to be a little bit longer than the other slide. His comparison to the character known as Scareglow from the Masters of the Universe. Notice the differences and similarities between the two. Notice the skeleton over the black background outfit of both. You can pause the button if you want to get a longer look at the comparison between the two characters rather. There's him compared to Skeletor right there, face-wise. And there's a comparison shot of both of the faces of Scareglow and Lord Deathman. Notice the differences and similarities between the two characters. And I hope you all enjoyed this video, folks. Everyone have a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video.